Good morning, good morning, good morning, Facebook family and friends. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Wisdom Walk episode number 20. Beautiful day in Southern California today. A little bit chilly, but it's not cold. Beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm so thankful all the flowers are blooming. The yard's starting to look pretty good. Pretty excited. Look at all my pretty flowers. So, doing pretty good. So, today's Wisdom Walk is about don't let fear paralyze you. So many people are paralyzed by fear. It's unreal. That is probably one of the biggest stumbling blocks that will stop you. I have seen it countless times. I do a lot of my segments that say documentation beats conversation. Even though I document things and show people how it works, they still have fear. And that fear paralyzes them and pushes them and holds them and keeps them back and holds them down for what their true calling in life is to have riches and to have success. And when I say riches, people think maybe I'm talking strictly about money. It has nothing to do with money. I'm talking about riches of life, choices, things that you can wake up in the morning and do whatever you want to do. That to me is freedom, to have true freedom. Freedom to make a decision on anything you want to do today, Saturday morning, whatever you want to do. Don't have to worry about anything because you didn't allow fear to paralyze you and you took some shots and made some decisions to do some things that bear fruit in your life. So I can give you a couple examples and let me see if I can see who's on right now. Hey Jason, good morning. So Jason is a very, very successful guy. Most of you guys know he runs a detailing business and he does well with that and several other things he does. But I'm going to give you guys an example of fear. I don't know if I could use really the word fear. I can give you an example of reality. So today, this morning, guess how much money and how much freedom because of that money I made in detailing. The same business Jason's in. The answer is zero. You know why it's zero? Because I don't do detailing. I don't have a detailing company because I haven't done the work. So if you don't do the work, you don't make the money. So he does well in it because that's what he does. He wakes up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, gets himself set up ready to go. That's why he makes the money. The difference I have in my life is I choose to do some of those things I have in the past, different businesses, but my fear, lack of fear I should say, have made me listen and do different things. My friend Rabu told me about his investment group back in May of last year. And it wasn't fear that stopped me, I just wasn't ready. I was doing some other things. I was building Envy Cares, doing a few other things, so I wasn't ready yet. Doesn't mean I wasn't ready. December 30th, 2020, because it was time. But I never let fear paralyze me because I knew I would get in. It's just a matter of when I was ready. So, of course, hindsight's 2020, and now I'm saying, man, I wish I just did it back in May, because then I'll be in the position he's in right now. He will probably, by the end of this month, he will have his first $3 million day. Yes, folks, I'm not kidding. Documentation can beat conversation. He will have his first $3 million day, which I want to have my first $1 million day. Haven't had that yet. I've had my first 6-figure day, but I've never had a 7-figure day yet. So I want to have my first 6-figure day, and then I want to graduate to my first 7-figure day, which he's already done. And maybe one day he'll have an 8-figure day. But I know sometime this month, when we relaunch one of our opportunities, he'll probably do about 3 mil that day. Good for him. But because of the fact that I didn't jump into the opportunity back in May, now I'm chasing getting that $1 million day. But it's okay. I got to the $100,000 day. after 5 weeks of following the plan. So don't let fear stop you or paralyze you. You take a shot. Now, some of you may have a different appetite, and your appetite may be $6. Look, we have opportunities for $6 that you can start with. Well, if you're starting with $6, you may say, I can't wait till I have my first $100 day or my first $1,000 day. You won't be saying a $100,000 day because it just doesn't work that way. The more you put in and the more you make your investment, the more you make. So you have to make those decisions and those choices for yourself. I just know that people should not hold back and let fear paralyze them. I see Miss Lyons there says, I'm a risk taker. Well, some people look at that as a negative. They say risk taking. Nah, I'm not a risk taker. I like to be steady. I like to make sure that what I'm doing is consistent and what I'm doing is secure. I don't like to take a risk. Well, guess what? The minute you walked out of your house today, you took a risk. You took a risk. You never know. You can hope it never happened. You get hit by a bus. You have a car accident and die. You can catch COVID and get sick and die. Anything can happen. So everything in life is a risk. I don't know why people say things like, oh, I'm not going to take a risk because I'm afraid I'm going to lose. And everything you do from the time you wake up in the morning, life is a risk. And yet people let fear paralyze them and continue to paralyze them until they put themselves in a position where they don't grow the way we're meant to grow. I truly believe every human being is meant to have riches and put themselves in a position of wealth. Wealth has different meanings. Wealth can mean literal money in the bank. It could mean spiritual wealth. It could mean a situation where you're tithing more to your church. Whatever. Wealth has a lot of different meanings. Doesn't mean, look, I've said this in a couple wisdom walks before. I know people that makes millions of dollars a year and they're miserable. And I know people that make 50 grand a year and they're happy as can be. There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to find what's best for you. So this morning I did a live on my page talking about pyramids and how people's mindset are and employees and stuff like that. And I know I've done this in a wisdom walk, so I'm not going to go too much detail, but I just want to give you guys a little perspective. Maybe this little perspective can help you make some changes in your life today, like every one of my wisdom walks. And maybe wisdom walk number 20 will be the one to find clicks for you, because you never know when something's going to click. Because the day something clicks and the day you put the effort forth and you put the energy forth is the day that you start seeing positive results, positive things happening, positive things changing. So when people talk about pyramid, I had a guy slamming me on Instagram saying, oh, you just run all these pyramid schemes and that's all you do. Okay, well, that's your opinion. Just because you think something doesn't make it so. So to me, the biggest pyramid scheme in the world, if you want to use it as a negative situation, is corporate America. Because corporate America is the biggest pyramid around, because you have a situation where you have an owner. I've said this before. You have an owner, you have a general manager. Look at the car industry I came from. The owner makes all the money. General manager makes some pretty good money. General sales manager makes okay money. Sales managers make okay money. Salespeople make okay money. And it keeps going all the way down to the salespeople or the guys washing the cars. Pyramid. What do you think the chances of the guy washing the car making as much as the managers or the owner? Ain't gonna happen. But in my opportunities, the so-called pyramid, everybody wants to call it, is actually upside down. It's an upside down pyramid. Because anyone on this call, anyone looking at me right now, yes, I've made massive money in the last 6 weeks. Massive. More than most people looking at this will make all year. Probably more than you'll make in 3 years or 5 years using the techniques I do. Rabu's made more in the last 8 months than people will probably make in a lifetime. Probably 5 lifetimes, because we do something differently. And let me tell you what the secret is. See, as a owner of a business, you have something called employees. And those employees work for you and they make you money. And the more you have and the more productive they are, is the more money you make. Simple. Pretty simple. That, look, everybody that's watching this right now or watching this in the future could understand what I just said. Here's the part you don't understand. And I'll give you a Warren Buffett conversation. You make money. First, you earn money. You put that money to work for you and repeat. It's that simple. So what I recommend you do is a little bit of money that you have put away or that you're spending on nails at 75, 80 bucks a pop, or a gardener at $100, $200 a pop, or things you don't need, or going out to dinner, or ordering DoorDash when you can do what you need to do, or buying expensive groceries. Why don't you eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for a month, or pork and beans, or whatever. Lower your diet. Maybe you can tend to lose a little bit of weight anyway, okay? So if you're spending $600 a month on food, maybe you should spend $300 a month on food and take that $300 that you're not spending and invest it. Because here's my thought. I look at my money as an employee, just like business owners do. Business owners have people that work for them, and those people make the money. So I have employees, tons of employees. That's called money. And my employees are money, and they work 24/7, 365 days a year. They don't ask for vacation. They don't ask for time off. They don't call in sick. They don't do anything like that. All they do is they work. They work, and they work, and they work, and they work. But some of you don't have any employees. And meaning some of you don't put any of your money to work for you. So what you do is you work for your money instead of your money working for you. And what's caused you to do that is fear. And I know it's fear because I've been on social media for a decade. Go back as far as you want to on my page, and you watch what I've been talking about for a decade. The same thing. Nothing's changed. I'm talking about now I have evolved. I've gotten better. So is Jeff Bezos. He started with books. Now he is the richest man in the world. He passed Elon Musk again. Because he evolved. I've evolved. I started showing you guys some opportunities, different things to work, but I was always positive. It was never about garbage on my page. Then I showed you the next level. Then I showed you the next level. And all we did is I evolved. I had a wisdom walk about evolution. Hopefully you catch that one. So now you put your money to work, whether or not you got $6, $100, $500,000, $2 million, or whatever. You make that dollar, whatever you have, become your employee today. And you put it to work. We have opportunities that start off as little as 10% return, all the way up to thousands of percent return. Doesn't cost you a dime to join them. You don't have to sell anybody on them. You don't have to recruit anybody. You don't have to do anything. You put your money in and let it start growing. Let it become an employee and let it work. And when it works, do what in fact, my Facebook post today was Warren Buffett making those 3 statements. I didn't call it a today's thought. I said today's action. I changed my today's thought to today's action. On today's action, this is why I'm doing it about fear and putting yourself in a better position. So make money, invest that money, repeat cycle. That's it. There's no rocket science to this. Simple, straight to the point. So you get yourself $6. I think that's the lowest you can start with our Tron case investment. It's on our Facebook page. And you put it in, and they pay you 1% of that $6 every single day until it triples. It's going to take probably 5 months, 6 months to triple. You can withdraw every single day. Well, if you take $6 and you triple it and it turns into $18, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to make you financially independent. So you may not have more than $6. So the only thing that you're going to have different than some of us or myself, I'll use me as an example. I have more to put in because I see it and I don't let fear paralyze me. So I'll drop 100 grand in something. I'll drop 200 grand in something, $500,000 in something. And if I'm putting 100 and I'm getting 1% a day, look at the difference between your 1% and my 1%. It's all math. So if you can't, you get in where you fit in. So if you only have $6, then you do your $6. But here's what's going to happen. 6 months from now, you'll have $18. And you put your $18 in. Let's just round it up for math purposes, 20. Then you wait till that 20 turns into 60. And then 6 months after that, you're going to have 60. And that 60 is going to turn into 180. And then you wait. Let's just call it 200 for math purposes. Then you wait till that 200 turns into 600. Then you take that 600 and you do it. Now 6 months later, now you're 2-3 years down the road, but it's better than the road that you're going right now. I mean, it's better than nothing. So you have to start somewhere. What I highly recommend you do is you cut back on your living expenses and you start off with something that's feasible. Something like 1,000, something like 5,000, something like 10,000. So it can have enough power to move. But cut back on some of the things that you don't need in your life. Lower some of the things. I mean, Tyler Perry used to live in his car. Now he's a multi-millionaire. I mean, he's a billionaire now, not a multi-millionaire anymore. So you have to do what you have to do. You have to sometimes cut back, make some decisions to put yourself in a position to grow. Okay? So that's my talk for today. Don't let fear paralyze you. Go out there and get yourself a whole bunch of employees. And when I say employees, I mean money. Get that money working for you, because it doesn't ask for a day off. It doesn't call in sick. It doesn't give you a hard time. It doesn't give you lip. It doesn't stress you out. You don't need to give it a 401k. You don't need to give it health insurance. It's just a workhorse. Okay? Let me say hi to a few people. Miss Lyons, you're so right. Pay attention. Look, I've been putting it right on there in everybody's face. Look, if you don't like what I'm doing for you guys, and I don't charge for this, I don't know why I do it. Well, I do it because I love people, and I do it because I want everybody to win. I want to show that it could be done, and I want to take society that beats us down and the school system that doesn't teach us anything and show you how to become debt-free and retired and live the life that you want to live. See, today's the 6th. In a month and 4 days, I'll be sitting on the beaches of Dubai. And then a week after that, Maldives. If I was working a job, I would have to plan that a long time ago. And if there's a new job, they're not going to give me a vacation because I got to talk to the boss and see if I can get some vacation time. I'm not into that. I do what I need to do to continue doing what I need to do to take care of my life. So it is what it is. Who else do we have on here? Hey, Ron, Jason. Someone just messaged me. Can I send him a link? Hi, Miss Lisa. You're very welcome, Lisa. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate having an audience to talk to. More than you guys know. So, as I finish my little walk here, I'm going to flip this around. I just pulled up and I'm so proud of my little garden that I've been working on. I remember when I moved here, there was like nothing, it was all dirt. And I'm so proud of my little garden. Looking pretty good. They need to fix this horse trail though. It's like getting all corroded. But love the mountains in the background. I love not having any neighbors on the right side. That's why all the windows are open. It's pretty cool. So basically I love my life because I love my team. and I'm able to help any way I can. So I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I'll talk to you on Wisdom Walk number 21, whatever that topic may be. Don't let fear paralyze you. Wake up and go get yourself some employees, tons of employees, and let them multiply. Let those employees have babies, tons of babies. Babies, 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 babies. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.